And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn. We're back with another one. Today, epic VeVe live stream. We got the Mermicorno Series 2 today. This is going to be a good one. We just had Series 1 drop in Season 1. You know, they were pretty actually, they did better than people thought. I mean, anything in Season 1 is going to be a big deal after a while because as we're on Season 3, 4, 5, people are always going to go back to the Genesis. People are always going to go back to Season 1, grab the Series 1 Mermicornos. And anybody who has the full set, they're going to want Series 2. And today we have the secret rare dropping. How we doing, fam? Let me dive into the details here. I'm going to start with the secret rare today because in Series 1, we did not have a secret rare. We had the ultra rare, the Corsica. That was about the same editions as a secret rare. So I'm interested to see when this secret rare drops. Are we going to see a Corsica pump? Who knows? Who knows? But for the secret rare today, it's a blind box, $16 retail price. We have 2,888 editions. That's a shark bite. Then we have the ultra rare, 3,888 editions. That's the Layla. Then we have the lily pad, a rare, 5,888 editions. Then we have another rare, the Phantasma, 5,888 editions. Cerulean, we got 7,888 editions. It's like a see-through color one. Perlina, we got 7,888 editions. I'm interested to see how these do. I'm not sure how they're going to do long term, but I think they will do decent. I think once we have more and more of these, like I said, Series 7 drops, people are going to go back to the first couple. Aquaria, 9,888 editions. But the only problem is we do have a lot more drops probably coming up, new announcements. So these could take a little hit right away. We got the Coraline, 9,888 editions. And that's the last comment. I am going to probably flip this if I get a secret rare. Now, how many grown men in the chat are going to be mad if they don't get a Mermicorno today? You know, that's going to be hilarious to see. I mean, it happens every time, right? And as you guys can see, we do have the Todd McFarlane Batman. Let me get this bad boy right here. Came in the mail yesterday, as you guys saw. We had the AMA last night. Kind of ran off, left the live stream running. Thanks for everybody letting me know. Woo, man. I'm obsessed with this bad boy right here. 9.0 grade. I was about to go with the 9.8, but it didn't have enough cash. And I was like, you know what? I just want one. I don't ever plan to resell this. So, as you guys know, I got my Todd McFarlane Batman. So, this is like the full set, right? You got the VeVe Todd, you got the physical Todd, and then you got the comic book Todd. Let me know in the chat. Does anybody else have the full set? Let's go. That's the Todd McFarlane set right there. I will put this up here. Let's go. How we doing, fam? Good morning, Billy Bob. How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, it wasn't too much. It was only like a couple hundred, a few hundred. I think you can get one for a little less than $300. I paid $300 though. It was just something I wanted to get. Not something I'm going to ever resell. I just wanted to get for the sentimental value. I'm emotionally attached to it. You know, Todd McFarlane Batman means a lot to me on the VeVe app, so I wanted to just absolutely make sure I got the physical Todd, something I'm always going to remember. And same with the comic book. I never had a comic book in my entire life. Never thought I'd ever buy a comic book in the real world, but I do have an addictive personality. So usually when I go buy something, I fall in love with it, so I just buy more and more and more, obviously. But with the comic books, I'm going to try to only hold myself just to this one for now. I don't have the type of cash to keep buying comic books, even though I'm going to fall in love with them. I just wanted to get this one. It means a lot to me, so we'll see how that collection keeps going, but really just wanted to stick with this one. My favorite Mermicornos today. Let me dive into showing you guys what they look like. Hopefully I get a shark bite. If I get a shark bite today, I will probably flip it. I'm going to flip these. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Mermicornos. Got the shark bite down here. Oh, I'm sorry. Got the shark bite right here. That's a secret rare. Not many editions, so I think it will do pretty well. Let me know in the chat what you guys think the price prediction is going to be. The lily pad, the Layla. I think the lily pad will do decent. Same with the Phantasma. I think the rares will do pretty well, actually. Interesting. I like the Cerulean. I like the Aquarium. They're decent. Dude, that's one of the sickest covers ever. I sent one off to CGC 3 months ago. Still waiting on that bad boy. Just need that physical. Let's go. Yeah, I never had a raw comic book my entire life. I've never even had a physical comic book. Not too in love with just like the raw comic books, but I love the way they look once they're graded. Like I feel like it just looks like a awesome looking plaque on the wall. I'm in love with it. Let me know in the comments. Are you guys hodling this one, or are you guys looking to flip? VeVe market's still pumping. I don't think it's really going to stop anytime soon. We may see, like, here in small little corrections, small little retracements here and there, but overall, I think there's just so many people coming into the app. We still have like 30,000 people a day coming in, so it's hard to see the market really take that big of a dip unless a huge announcement comes. And obviously, as we've seen before, it's always a temporary dip. It always goes back up in the macro. That's one thing I want to say too. Anybody who's been watching the market over a long period of time now, they understand that, when that market's pumping, that's when that FOMO happens. That's when everybody starts looking, oh, let me buy this now. Let me buy this, even though they were just there and it was like half the price like a week ago. So that's the time to focus on those other things that aren't really pumping yet. Maybe stack up on those, not financial advice. And then if you have, a ton of duplicates, you see that price pumping, maybe it's time to take profits on a couple of them. That's kind of what I treat it. And then once the market starts to dip down and really, not crash, but have those dips, those are the buying opportunities. How we doing, dudes? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people today upset they don't get the Mermicorno. I think this is gonna be a good opportunity for those new people to collect those Master Collector Program points. Big set. I think there's 9 of them. Definitely give you a good bonus there. I did let go of my Series 1 Mermicornos. Don't have any of them anymore, unfortunately. When Pineapple Gang puts his album out, I might have to go get some right before that happens, though. If anyone's heard his album. Mermicorno Series 2. There's a couple good looking ones here. Let me know what some of your favorite ones look like. Big fan of Lily Pad. I actually think that's going to do well, not being an ultra rare or a secret rare. I feel like that could possibly flip to Layla. Let's go. How we doing, Orlando? How we doing, fam? The translucent ones look pretty cool. Yep, I agree. The Cerulean and the Aquaria. The Aquaria looks pretty cool. Yeah, everyone's liking the translucent ones. Let's go. How we doing, Tony? If I can get the secret rare or ultra rare, I'll hodl. The first Mermicorno is always going to be a big memory for me. I'm sentimental with these things. That's how I feel like a lot of people are going to be. A lot of Series 1. Series 1 was probably a lot of OGs' first set, first collectible, first drop maybe. So I think there's going to be an attachment there with the Series 1 set, and I think a lot of people will just hodl them. I could see the price of the Series 1 getting pretty expensive, especially because that's Season 1. I think long-term, we saw what NBA Top Shot. Season 1, Series 1 stuff. I mean, in the collector's world, that's what everybody wants. It always goes back to the Genesis. Shout out to Todd Fowler, Crypto Khaki. He's always been big on that. Hope everyone gets a drop today. Sending positive energy your way, fam. Let's go. Bless the chat. How we doing, fam? Crazy to see the market just keep pumping like that. Every time we see the market pump, there's always a little bit of dips following it, but for the most part, I mean, things just keep on pumping. Everybody tuning in, as you guys can see, got my Todd in the background. Let's go. I was so happy to see that. Appreciate that, Tony. Appreciate that. Good evening. Good morning. Coraline and Sharkbite are fire. How we doing, December? Boy Sam in the building. Yeah, let's see here. My favorite ones. Obviously, I need a shark. Obviously. The Cerulean is the FA turtle. Let's go. I think a lot of people like that one. That's one of the translucent ones. Probably the most translucent too. I think Phantasma is going to do well. Sharkbite, Lilypad, Phantasma, Cerulean. Query is going to be up there too, though. I think these may surprise people. Because at first, I was thinking that these aren't going to do well at all. But I got a feeling people may like these just because of the attachment to Series 1. What are you looking to pick up today, JD? How we doing, Wayne? Let's go, my man. How we doing? I think I did say, I mentioned that Secret Rare Captain America, right? I think it's pumping right now, Wayne. I think I mentioned to you a few days ago. I'm not sure if he did pull the trigger on the Captain America Secret Rare or not, but if he did, good move. I'm not sure if he did or not. Yeah, obviously we want that Secret Rare today. Let's go. We got it. Wow, let's go. That's big time. Great move. See, I wasn't sure if I was going to pump right away or not. It looks like it is pumping. Oh, you did. You didn't. Okay, yeah. I said. Did I say the wait? Dang, if I said the wait, that's unfortunate, my man. I'm sorry about that. I think I said just to keep an eye on it, right? I said if it does dip at all, definitely pounce on it. See, the Captain America is tough because it's not FA. And since it's not FA, I think that's why it's been sleeping so long. I think if it was FA, it would be up there near Spider-Man, not quite as high as Spider-Man, but it's been about like 2K before this little pump, and it's pumped up to 3K. Now it just got to 4K. It's tough, man. I mean, 4K is a lot of money for a lot of people. Yeah, there's new drops coming up. I don't think there's too many new drops coming up till late this January. Maybe February, March. I'm not sure when. I mean, we don't really know how far this pump's going to go. I think this pump's going to last until we do see a next announcement. Once we see another announcement, then maybe a little pause, a little hold up in the market. But let's see here. Do you know if these merms will be breedable? I would have to lean and say probably not, but I would say there's a slim chance. But I would say probably not. How we doing, Willow Kid? I'm stream hopping. Let's go. Everybody does streams. Yeah, absolutely. I think we should all get together one day and just do a whole VeVe influencer live stream together. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so atomic. Let's go. Comic in the back. Yeah, Wayne, man, I wish I said to pounce on it. I rarely say for people to pounce on things, especially when things are pumping, because that Captain America just pumped from like just over 2K to 3K, 3.5K. So I'm like, it's tough to see if that pump's going to keep on going or if it's going to chill out a little bit. Does anyone know if that cap got to 4K before the market opened? How are we doing, Willow? Yeah, absolutely, Gio. I mean, that's the thing. Like that's why I said to kind of wait, because like as soon as things are pumping, that's when people start to want to buy things. But that's when I'm always like, be hesitant to buy things because it's pumping right now. Like usually that's the time that if you got a lot, just to sit and wait and maybe, try to see when you think that top may be and let go of a couple if you got duplicates, and you want to take some profits and invest in some other things. But usually when things are pumping, that's not the time to buy. Usually when things are dead after that dip happens, that's the time to go and scoop those things up that you always wanted. I think the secret rare, there's like one more in the 3K range. It was like, I took a picture of it. Let me see. Yeah, 3.9. This is what it looked like right before the market, I think. But again, I'm sure, I would hate to say just go buy one now because, like I said, things just pumped. So it's always tough to say. Breedable Mermicornos and Unicornos. Yo, could you imagine that? I mean, I would say there's a slight possibility only because it kind of, even though it's Toki Doki, a brand, Simone Legnu is the co-founder of that brand, and he's an artist himself. So that's why I think things like the Dragon Girl, those things could be interoperable right away. And you never know with the Mermicornos, Unicornos. Toki Doki was VeVe's first ever license secured. So that's also why I think there's a lot of wiggle room, flexibility. That's probably why they were able to animate the Ritmo right away. Yeah, the white backstab is pumping right now. Like, see, that's what I mean. Like, so the white backstab is just absolutely pumping. So it's tough to say, like, go buy that now. That's that FOMO kicking in. It's like, that's something that you should have pounced on when it was just chilling for the 1K for a while, you know? We all hitting today. Focus up, ladies and gents. Let's go. That's the attitude I like to hear. We got about 15 minutes to the drop. I think I may try the spam technique tonight, where you just basically tap right in between here. Now, you got to be careful because you don't want to tap to notify me, and you don't want to bring down this button, the info. You want to tap just right in between both of them. Or you can just do the timing technique. How old am I? How old do I look? Aquarium with the fish inside also looks dope. Yeah, the head is like an aquarium. Guess that's why it's his name, right? 93 kid. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a fact. Yep. I'm going to go for it as well. I think these are the ones that are okay to spam. Like, these are the ones that, in my head, would make sense to spam just because the buy now button's not there. I used to have great luck with these, though. I just turned 48. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. I haven't even looked at the Ultraman 2D posters. Good to see them going up there. I think Ultraman's going to explode. Ultraman is a good one. I mean, 2D posters, it's the first 2D ever on the app. So eventually, I mean, we've already had multiple 2D posters. I think people are going to go back and say, you know, what was the first one of these? That's just collecting instincts right there. Ultraman being so crazy slept on. Edu with 1850 editions, still less than 1K. Season 1, FA. That's a fact, man. And once like it's in different languages, like we keep talking about. I'll be 29 in February. Good luck. I see no sniffles today. This is a good sign for all of us. Let's go. That's a fact. Ever since I got the sniffles, I've had bad luck. Maybe that's messing with my timing. Honestly, I feel that young, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm spam today. My timing has been lacking. Yeah, definitely. My timing has been off for sure. That's a big fact. Fun under the sun in the building. 10 minutes left to the drop. Ghost Trap is lacking too. I think Ghost Trap will do well. Ghost Trap is one of those historic moments. Anything historical on VeVe is going to be big time. That's why I always talk about, you know, the first of this, the first of that. That was the first interactive collectible two together, the Slimer, the Ghost Trap. That's the kind of stuff that I think we're going to see a lot more in the future on VeVe. Different collectibles interacting with each other. That's something that I think we're going to see a lot. I don't know if that's going to be like fighting or, you know, racing with each other, but that was just a glimpse, I think. If they did that back then, can you imagine just what they're thinking of working on a year from now, months from now, days from now? Gonna close all my apps. I always forget all this too. Definitely delete all my settings. If you have a lot of apps running, that definitely, I feel like, hurts your chances as well. Been kind of hedging my play. I've been buying a lot of comics lately, for a few different reasons. I think the comics are gonna pump once we're able to. I mean, they just announced it on the AMA last night too, that we are going to be able to put these comics in our showroom soon. So I think once we're able to actually put these comics on our profile, show them off that way, put them in our showroom on the walls as decoration, wallpaper, they're going to pump. People are going to want to show off their comics. And so I just kind of hedged all my collectibles by stacking up on a few more comics that I haven't got. Like I just got the ultra rare Doom. I've been sleeping on that one. Been hesitating to get that one. Finally just had enough gems to pounce on it. Still the only interactive. Yep. How do you buy these? Are you on the VeVe app, Milan? Is this your first time joining? So Milan, if this is your first time, you're gonna have to buy gems, and you can buy gems with your credit card from your bank account. And then once you have the gems, these are only $16. So all you have to add is just $20. $20 equals 20 gems. And then you'll get to this screen. Little store button at the bottom. The very first button right here, click on the Mermicornos. And then this is a screen that you got to be on to buy these. Once the 8 minutes is up, a buy now button's going to pop up right where my finger is, right in between the light blue, right where that bar is. But buy now button's going to pop up right there. That's right where you got to click. And these are good because it's only $16. You click buy now. As soon as it pops up, it's going to sell out ASAP. So you got to be quick. But you have a chance to get a secret rare, ultra rare. And that could go anywhere from, a few hundred to a couple thousand. And so you can turn a little amount of gems into a good amount pretty quickly on VeVe. Let's go. Miss Rose in the house. Thanks for joining. Tuning in. Good luck today. Hopefully we get some secret rares on the chat today. Wow, 252 secret rare floor, 700K. Let's go. That's amazing. Like anybody who got that comic book, $7 comic book, super rare comic book. The secret rare floor is at $700,000 right now. Think about that. That's definitely the most expensive comic book on VeVe right now. I feel like Marvel made 40 editions on purpose for that reason. I think they're trying to crack the news. You could definitely see that being on Fox News or something soon. How we doing, Chad Ross? Yeah, people are saying the ping rate does affect it. I can definitely find out what mine is. I'll check it. Cap Bronson definitely went up big time. I don't have one of those, but shout out to all the holders of the Cap Bronson. I think that's like 4 or 5K right now. Brandon's in the building. Let's go. Yeah, you could do that. That's another way to go for sure. All right, so my Mbps download is 396.1. My Mbps upload is 34.5. And my latency, my ping is 11. I feel like my ping's pretty high right now. Yep. Pazmanian in the house. Let's go. 100K X your money on 699 if you got that secret rare 252. Unbelievable ROI. Crazy. Viva Las Vegas in the house. Yeah, I think that comic book, you know, I think it looks pretty cool. I like the comment of the way that looks. 4 minutes left. And yeah, if you go to the drop a different way, it's always a solid idea. Some people like to go to the drop feed, or I'm sorry, go to the drop through the feed. Some people like to hit the drops at the top or just click on the middle. A lot of times I used to save it in the bookmarks. All kinds of things you can do. I'm not sure why the Cat Bronson went up so much. A lot of people were saying Snoop Dogg. Shouts to Gail. Gail got me good. Gail said Snoop Dogg posted on his Instagram. I was like, no way, let's go. Because I do see that happen eventually one day. But he said he posted it, and I was looking all over on his Instagram. I was looking through his live like multiple times. I was like, yo, where is it? I can't find it. He's like, I got you. I was like, oh my God. But I do see Snoop Dogg eventually getting into it for sure. I mean, that's something he would definitely like. West Coast theme. Kind of think Tristan's is looking good. Devil Bunny. I think all those artist collectibles, especially from Decon, are going to do so well on IMAX and Mutable X. If you have low mint numbers of the artist ones, I think that's going to be big time. I have fiber broadband and download is only 110. Ping is 21. Best it's been. I tried my new iPhone and it was worse. No wonder we keep striking out over here. Wow, interesting. Interesting. Where are you from again, Robbie? Where are you living? I feel like people from all around the world, though, like everybody has different success, you know? Oh, Willow's low Lincoln boards. Yeah, that's low mint Lincoln boards. Those are going to be good ones, I think. I mean, we just haven't seen the skateboard, you know, the fan base really come in yet. I think all VeVe has to do is just drop a Tony Hawk theme collectible, and it is a wrap. You know, the whole skateboard community would definitely be into VeVe. And I think that's going to happen. Tony Hawk's already in the NFTs. I mean, I think he's got a couple autograph.io on DraftKings and stuff like that. Yo, shout out to everybody who tuned in yesterday's AMA. That was insane. I can't believe I left the live stream running. Appreciate you guys for letting me know. I was just too hyped. My comic book came in. So happy about it. And left the live stream running. Couldn't believe it. Newcastle, North England. Everybody was saying they were just having a good time in the chat together. It's hilarious. We got 2 minutes, 9 seconds. For all the rabbit owners. Interesting. Good luck, good luck. Northeast England. That could be a good point. Was Decon 2021 VeVe's first in real life event? I think it was. Yep, I believe it was. That's why I wish I went to it. To say you were at VeVe's first in real life event. It's going to be a big deal in the long term. That's why I wish I got 2 of those Decon mascot ultra rares. I was only able to get 1. And I got the full set. But I think long term, that could give you utility like the free access to the future Decon events. And there's only 666 of them. Yup. All right, we got a minute left, y'all. A minute left to the drop. 50 seconds. Little coffee gate. 45 seconds. Man, I absolutely love. I absolutely love it. 35 seconds. So basically, spam technique, you just sit here and just tap, 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 tap. 25 seconds. I'll be back. Good luck, everybody. And you will see the rarity right away on your screen. 15 seconds. 10. I think I'm going to start tapping with like 3 seconds. All right, 3 seconds, y'all. Tapping. Nope, I didn't get it. Wow. All editions have been allocated. So I didn't even get it with this spamming technique. This is so bullish for how fast VeVe's growing. Anybody get it? This is why Master Collector Program points are going to be huge. Because think of how hard it is to get a drop these days. We can't even get Mermicornos. Imagine when Darth Vader drops. This is why, you know, don't sell your collection just for gems for the next drop. This is why it's so crucial for that. Let's go. Drew got it. Let's go. It's big time. All right, Doob struck out. Drew got one. Wayne got one. Let's go. Everybody got one besides me. Maybe I shouldn't have did the spamming technique. I feel like the spamming technique made me I thought I was pretty close to getting it. Like, I didn't think I was going to be quicker if I did the timing technique. I felt like spamming, I was pretty on point. One tap. Wow, okay. Sticking with one tap then. Sticking with one tap. I changed my batting stance for today, basically. That's what happens when you're, you know, when you're in the slump, you try all different things. My boy just said, bro. I said, what? He said, system overload. I thought he was going to tell me secret rare. Let's go. That's awesome, Wayne. Got a rare. I got nothing December. I got nothing. Score 2. Wow. Everybody got one. All right, cool. As long as, you know, the chat got busted, that's good. Wow, Stefan got a secret rare. Let's go. Some shark emojis. If you got a secret rare, put shark emojis in the chat. Wayne, which rare did you get? Oh, nice. Okay, Drew. That glitch is always good to get. Bag secured. Paz, which one? Let me know what rarity you all got. You know, I thought it was going to be easy to get one of these too, but I'm surprised. Let's go. Oh, okay, cool. So a lot of people got that payment error. All right, so it looks like same thing kind of happened. Let's go. Let me know what you guys got, and if you got a secret rare, ultra rare, or anything, tag me in the on Twitter. I'll retweet you. Can you imagine what they're going to do for Pikachu? How fast that's going to sell out? That's why the Master Collector Program and the new drop system is going to be implemented. I tried to spam it. I was going like this the whole time. I couldn't get it. I felt like my timing of the spam was like good too. Like as soon as I saw it, I forgot to record it, but someone said I know nothing of these Mermicornos. Is this good? He got a Cerulean. It's an uncommon. I think it looks pretty cool. These Mermicornos, I don't think will be too expensive, too valuable that much. I think they'll be awesome. I think if you get the secret rare, ultra rare, rare, and maybe some of the better looking ones that are lower rarity may do well. So I think if you like the look of these, you know, it's a good hodl, but let's go. Rebounds are still working. Pizza off the wall. I think the secret rare will do pretty well. Ultra rare. I'm interested to see how Corsica does, because if Corsica is about the same editions as the secret rare, Interesting to see. But you'll get a lot more points, I think, for that secret rare with the Master Collector Program points. Bing bong, rare rebound. Let's go, Kyle Lloyd. So it's good to see that the rebounds are still working. Would you sell the secret rare? It depends what the price point is. If it comes out in the market too cheap, I'd probably just hold on to it. But if it comes out there pumping and it's like near 1K, I'd probably sell it because I need the gems right now. And I think it all depends on your situation. If you don't need the gems, then yeah, hodl it. The first secret rare of the Toki Doki. But it all depends what it comes out on, you know, because if it comes out too cheap and it's only demanding, 300-400, I probably just hold it. It's a secret rare, gives you a lot of points. Or if you need those 300-400, I guess, I mean, it's still a profit. Turn $7 or $13 into 300-400. I think it should be over $500. It's a secret rare with not many editions, but it's Series 2, so I don't know if it'll get there. Hey, what's going on, Elliot? What does pending delivery mean? First time trying to get a drop. Awesome. Welcome to the fam. And pending delivery means that you got one locked in. It's just going to take, anywhere from 5-10 minutes to deliver to your account, all the way up to possibly an hour or 2 hours. But you did get one. It's just going to take some time to get to your account. Now, the market opens in like 30 minutes. So ideally, you get yours before the market opens. But sometimes the market opens and you don't know which rarity you got yet. So it's unfortunate when that happens, but you definitely locked one in. Yeah, I like the translucent ones. I do like that. Yep, every 4 minutes, buy now button comes back. So there should be another rare. I'm sorry, another rebound in like a minute. 11:07 Eastern time. For some reason, every 4 minutes, the rebounds get put back in. I'm sorry, like the collectibles get put back into the draw, so you're able to get a rebound. That's what the rebounds mean. Like some people who go for the drop, or you try to hit confirm, it'll say like error, you can't get one, and it goes back into the pile of all the other drops. Let's go, VeVe Vibes, secret rare. Let's go. We a community, bruh. Let's go. Shout out to Johnny. Let's go. That's amazing. Yeah, Drew, I don't think there's that many either. I mean, there's obviously some. It's in everything, but I mean, they're doing their best to get rid of them all. So, Crypto Dizzy, hey, what's your thoughts on the Ghost Trap Season 1 interactive with Slimer? It's a hold, you think? Yeah, I do think that's a hold. I think it's being slept on right now, just with all the other collectibles in there. It's the first one ever that's interactive with another collectible. Like I was saying earlier in the live stream, I think we're going to see a lot more collectibles being interactive with other collectibles. And so that was the very first one. Collectors are going to want it the first of everything. So that's a historic moment right there. Second rebound. Let's go. You were killing it. Yeah, so we just had another 4-minute rebound go. So next one's going to drop at, so like another 3 minutes. It's 11:09 right now. Let's go, Kelvin. Morning, fan. Big miss. Yeah, I missed today too. Big time. Yeah, so the thing about the rebounds, you're going to want to stay on that screen. So you're really not going to want to exit the screen. Like once you see the buy now button and you tried your first time and you struck out, just stay on the screen. You don't really want to back out. You just want to keep it. And then once you're on this page and you stay on this page every 4 minutes, boom, try it again. And then test your luck. I haven't hit a rebound either, but I haven't tried really for a rebound in a long time. Let's go, Green Goblin. Wife nailed one. Perfect. I think it is still possible, Domer. It's just you're gonna have to get really lucky, like going back and come back in at the perfect time. Yeah, that would have been a good bot trap right there. They probably did look out for that. Whew. I'm gonna keep yawning. I'm tired. Phantasma price. Interesting. How many is there? It's 5,888 of these. It's a rare. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't think it's gonna be more than like 150. I think it's gonna be probably in between like maybe like 80 and 150. I'm gonna guess. Tropicana was like anywhere from like 80 to 100. I feel like with the buzz of the new Unicornos or Mermicornos, it could start out kind of high, like 150, and work its way down back below maybe Tropicana. Could be wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm not that confident in that guess, but we'll see. We got 4 of them. Oh, Paz got 4. Say what? Paz must have been grinding on those rebounds. Let's go. Corinne got a core line. Congrats, Corinne, for getting one. Today's drop was hard. I struck out big time. Common 2651. I think they're all obviously be above retail. So that's the benefit of like where we're at right now with VeVe. I mean, we saw in the early days, if we had a drop like this, I mean the commons may be below retail at first. We saw that with the Marvel Comics #1. People won't believe this today. I think the commons about $200 right now. When that dropped, people had no idea what they were doing. They were literally reselling them for $3, $4 for some reason. We were like, what? And then that got scooped up. Fast forward a couple months, it's $200 now. So, JD, we're gonna have a 24/7 live today. That'd be hilarious. I gotta find out more information on this for sure. Could you imagine though if that decomp first sec gives you like free access? Hey, thank you, my man. Thank you. I'm so happy about this comic book. Let me show you guys again. Like I never had a comic book before, and I'm not too in love with like the raw comics, but the fact that it's graded and it's like already in this case and everything, I just absolutely love it. Just feels legit, you know. There's the back of it. Whew. Man, I'm in love with this. It's part of the full set. You got the Todd McFarlane digital, physical, and then the comic book. Hey, let's go. So it was actually Dan Schauble. Dan Schauble was the one who showed me the person who to get it. Elite Comics 11 on Instagram. Elite_comics 11. And basically it's just like a comic book broker. They're like the middleman, and I mean I trusted Dan's word. I would have never have done that if it wasn't for I trusted if Dan's done it. I mean, I was like, you know what? All right, it's legit. I trust him. So let's go. Get a little coffee, hang out till the marketplace opens. Cheers. Do you know if they'll ever introduce trading in gems for real life money? Yep, absolutely, Elliot. So that's kind of the thing that we're all waiting on right now. They did talk about that a little bit in the AMA last night. So if you want to check out the last video on my YouTube channel, I live streamed the Twitter Spaces with the Yokomi team. They just got on and talked for a couple of hours about all updates, and that was one of them. It's called the MTL. MTL is the money transmitter license. That's what's going to allow VeVe to basically be an exchange. It's going to make us able to convert gems into US dollars or whatever your currency is. That's kind of the holdup right now. There's a lot of like legal issues and technicalities that they have to, make sure everything's all good first. But once that's situated, we're going to be able to withdraw the gems, convert them from gems into your country's currency. It's just a matter of time. I mean, a lot of people think this whole thing is a scam because you can't right now. But you have to realize people like Disney, Marvel, Givenchy, these billion-dollar companies would not partner with this scam. Coinbase was the same way for years. You couldn't cash out. MTLs usually take 2 to 3 years to get. VeVe was able to fast track it in a year. So imagine all the people that could have bought all these cryptos on Coinbase when it first launched. But they said, nah, Coinbase is a scam. You can't cash out. Well, look where Coinbase is today, and you can cash out easily, right? That's how VeVe is going to be. VeVe is going to be able to cash out one day. It's going to be so easy, seamless, frictionless. People are going to be like, what do you mean you couldn't cash out? Like, they won't believe it. Most of my real life friends I grew up with, they all call me crazy. I think technically you can buy the comic for under 300 right now. Maybe even less than like 200 or 250 or something like that. It's only a 9.0 grade. It's not a 9.8, but I bought it for $2.99. That was my price. I just bought it because it's something that I'm gonna want. I'm never gonna resell it, even if the price gets up to thousands of dollars. I'm just gonna long hold it. Something that I wanted for a while, never knew where I could get it. Don't really trust eBay that much. Don't want to deal with it. This was just simple, easy. Talked to the guy, told him my address, boom, paid him, sent it to me, took a day or two, and that was it. Fantastic Four, number 12, Secret Rare. You know the price on that one? I don't know the price right now. The market's always closed 30 minutes before and after a drop, so I'd have to go in and check the price. Let's go. The anticipation is wild. I mean, a lot of times we didn't find out what we got for like hours later. The only downside of waiting is like if the market opens before you get your collectible, because a lot of times you want to finish that set in the market and you're like, well, which one did I get? You know, you don't know which one to target in the market, but usually most of the time you get your collectible before the market actually opens. That's the only downside. I mean, it's happened to me so many times, but it's not the worst thing. There could be a lot, more worse things that happen. Some comments. I'm gonna read some comments. I'm gonna retweet some people on Twitter here. Let's go. Just 85 got one. Let's go. Dave Armenta got one. Let's go. Let's go. NFT Flenny. Riley Pie. Let's go. Man, everybody hit. Let's go. Rare Paz hit. Everyone hit besides J Dunn. Let's see. I gotta catch up on some of these comments. Seller Hodl, Cyrus. I think it all depends on the situation here. We got Alex. Let's go. Let's go. A whole fancy football league in the chat. Omi Fancy Football League. I'm so glad I won this league. You know, thanks for all Omi guys. I appreciate it. You know, just kidding. You guys are hilarious. JD doesn't acknowledge us in public. Yeah, shout out to Solemn. I mean, great job winning the fantasy football league. I still can't believe I didn't make playoffs. Playoffs? I see today's opposite day. Let's go. VeVe Las Vegas won his too. I did get 3 Nightwing though. Let's go. And we see Nightwing running up right now, so that's good to see. Just say when recur. You guys are hilarious. Should we sell these? Should we hold these or sell right away? Kyle Wong. If it was me and I got a secret rare, ultra rare, depending on the price, I'm thinking of selling it right away. For me, I'm gonna try to flip these, or if I got one, I would try to flip it into more gems right now. Use those gems to stack some, what I would call bigger IP, a little bit more blue chip, more grail. A lot of people like that word, don't like that word, but it is what it is. For me, I feel like we're going to see more and more Toki Doki, so that could help Series 2. But I'm not the biggest fan of the Mermicornos, so just me personally, unless you were a big fan. If you're a big fan of the Mermicornos, then maybe it's a hold. The only other way I would hold it is if the secret rare comes out and it's like $250. If it's only $250 in the market, I would just hold. But if it comes out and it's over $500, it's a flip for me. Winnings in the VeVe. Oh, my money. Playoffs. Let's go. Oh, that's the other Solemn. See, that's why I get it confused. You guys could, if you DM me, I probably would have sent you the Omi. Good thing I did. Sell a rare lily pad. I'm thinking of selling at market open. That's not a bad idea. Depends what it's going for. I feel like lily pad's one that could grow a little bit just based on popularity of how it looks. But I don't think it's, going to be thousands of dollars. Maybe eventually long term. But I think for me, if you can flip it for a couple hundred right away, I think for me, my gems would be better spent that way. 777 rare. Wow. Okay. I mean, I love 777. I probably want that one. Those mint numbers, you can get a decent amount. There's a big demand for them. Not a fan of these, in my opinion. I think it's important to focus on the things that you love. And if you don't love them, if you're not a fan, then it's okay to use them to sell for gems and go after the things you do love. Because on VeVe, we're going to have so many things that drop. We're going to have probably almost a drop a day, multiple drops a day. And so they're going to have so many brands. You're going to be forced. Most of us are going to be forced into dropping or copping things that we absolutely love. Unless you're rich, you're not going to be able to get everything. So I think you can do a paid chat. My monetization should be working. Now I have to wait for them to send me a PIN number in the mail. Sheesh. But I think the monetization's working. That's probably gonna be the only super chat I don't read. I'm the losing Solemn. That's hilarious. Could you imagine if the fish was animated? Zooming around in his head. Ooh, price predictions for Lily Pad were only 80. Yeah, I think that makes sense just because Tropicana is a rare, and that's only for going. It was 80. I think it got up to 110 now. So that's why I think we could see, based on the hype right now, anywhere from 80 to 150, I was saying. 150 might be something as soon as the market opens and there's a few additions in there. I'm going to try to open it up as soon as the market opens. Lately, I've been killing it. Perfect time every time. I think he's already downplayed it. Shout out to Gary, though. I think he's going to be a big fan of VeVe, if he's not already. Let's go. Willow, I think that's a great idea. Listing the 994 lily pad for 500 at the market open to see if anyone bites. Brendan struck out. Thanks for your insight. Appreciate it. Absolutely, Kyle. Absolutely. The fish may swim one day. That's actually a good point. I think Toki Doki has a lot of, room for customization, animation. We saw Ritmo get animated because Toki Doki's VeVe's first ever license. Toki Doki, Simone Legnu, they saw the vision early on. They probably have the best relationship with David. So they're probably open and willing to do anything they want. And they have every incentive to make it something that everybody wants. So if everybody wants the fish to animate, that would definitely be pretty cool to see. No, I struck out. Brandon did not get one. Did not get one. VeVe gonna moon Doge style. I think it's a matter of time. Once that ease of access is there. I mean, can you see a possibility where Omi gets listed on Coinbase and it doesn't moon? Yeah, you gotta clear your files for sure. Do you think Omi will hit $10? Yeah, let's go, MBZ. You can't mess with my chat, APB. We know the deal. That's hilarious. That in the building. Let's go. I mean, it's only going to take that ease of access. You saw what all these other coins can do, right? Once Omi gets listed, once Omi gets on Ethereum, it's over. It's a wrap. Yeah, I haven't hit in so long. What was the soccer player that downloaded or showed the Captain America? Does anybody remember his name? I followed him, but I forget what it was. I want to look him up, see if he's posted anything recently. Because that's going to be a game changer. I think, shout out to Rudy Gobert. Big time NBA player. It's only the beginning. He was in the AMA last night. Lionel Messi. That's hilarious. Could you imagine if I start looking him up? I know who Messi is. Yeah, that's it. Sergio Roberto. I want him to make an actual Instagram post. That'd be crazy. Yep, Rudy Gobert was in the AMA last night. Like, his picture's a Bored Ape right now. Steph Curry's is a Bored Ape. They're just getting the NFT space. They're all going to find VeVe. Every professional athlete will be into VeVe. Think of how many NBA players will want the Superman as their profile picture. Is Dwight Howard going to want the profile picture of Superman or, another random NFT project? Maybe he chooses another NFT project. And I hope he does because it's going to get more and more people into NFTs. But eventually, everybody's going to find VeVe and everybody's going to find something that they love on VeVe. It's just a matter of time. Henry Ruggs. No, yeah, I think that'll do good. I think they'll have their place. Is the market open? Psych. Unless somebody like photoshopped it, but I'm pretty sure he was in there. He's in the NFTs, so I wouldn't like. I'm not surprised. Still down, still down. Yeah, that's big time. That's big time. I mean, it's big time for so many reasons. He's going to get his whole team in. It's going to get around the league. NBA is going to be in the VeVe. MLB is going to be in the VeVe. We already know the NFL. It's happening. You know, like I just checked the market. It was still down. It's happening though, y'all. It's happening. Still down. Jesus. Sniffles are back. Devin Booker probably has a VeVe account. Dude is savvy, right? Yeah, no, that's a thing. You don't think they're researching? I mean, they just dropped serious cake on all these NFTs, right? As a profile picture. You know they've been researching, and they've got teams of people researching what's the next one, what's this one. You know they stumbled upon VeVe. You're not in the NFT space, and you don't know what VeVe is at this point. What? Paul Will? Yeah, big time, big time. And we already seen Logan's already mentioned Omi. You know Logan and Jake got a huge Omi bag. They probably got some VeVe NFTs. Let's go. Let's go, fam. I guarantee you the Kardashians will get into VeVe. I mean, they're gonna want Givenchy. Look up how many times Kim has worn Givenchy dresses to the Met Gala and all kinds of things. They're gonna want the first Givenchy NFT. Yeah, that's a fact. That's Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, the good thing about these other NFT projects is that they own the IP, so they can do whatever they want with it. But at the end of the day, they're gonna want the biggest brands in the world. It's just collecting. It's just digitally. Market should be open. Let's go. Hey Wayne, appreciate you big time for that idea too. That's gonna be huge, my man. Paul Will, I'm not sure what you're talking about. That's hilarious. It is social currency, man. It's huge. Terry Dobson, I'm surprised it's not up there. It's one I don't have, but it's a season one gem right there. I think 750 editions. That's gonna be big time. It's not it's Harley Quinn, which is huge. But it's just not Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, like a top tier. But Harley Quinn is up there with superheroes, right? Or just big time characters. Like everybody pretty much knows who Harley Quinn is. It's all good, my man. I was just confused what you meant. Givenchy. I mean, that's how you say it. Givenchy. I mean, I usually say Givenchy, but like, guys, appreciate you, December. Big time for hopping in as always. Let's go. Major flex. Let's go. I shared it a few times now, but if anyone just tuning in, let's go, man. This is big time right here. Woo! Like how clean this looks. Like I was saying before, I'm not the biggest fan of raw comics, But when it's in the case and everything, amazing. Like, this is why I wanted my Pokemon cards graded. But comic books are just crazy because it's huge. Amazing. I'm obsessed with it. So happy I got one, man. So happy about that. Let's check the market. It's up. Let's go. Market's up. Shark Bite. There's only one in there. 2K. Wow. I'm literally like I'm the second person in the market. Wow. Yep. Shark Bite's the only one in here. It's two of them. 20K and 2K. Nah, I did not get my Pokemon cards graded. That's hard, and I hate comics, right? It was about 300. A little less than 300. Oh, wow. It's happening again, Willow? This is not good. So if that means the prices are going to skyrocket because nobody can undercut or list. Maybe that's why there's only one in the market. Maybe it was a bot trap and anybody who listed it. There's one Cerulean and 150 is the price. Perlina, there's one Perlina at 95. Coraline at 100. Aquaria at 299. Be careful buying any of these just because nobody can list right now for some reason. So strange. Yeah, it does get annoying with that. So be careful, anybody aping in buying these because nobody can really list these. So I'm sure prices are gonna be crazy high. Like the Phantasma Rare is 300. There's only one. Like, all right, there's two Cerulean, 150, and then 300. I'd be careful buying them. Like, yeah, mine still says pending delivery. A lot of people's they didn't even get their collectible yet. So, Kyle. So this is like some kind of error that everybody has right now. So don't freak out. It just means that you can't list it right now for some reason. But be careful buying anything in the market. I would suggest don't buy anything in the market right now. Not financial advice, just what I would do, because it looks like everybody's having an issue where you can't list it in the market. So that means the prices are going to be extremely high right now. I wonder why this issue. Like, there has to be some issue going on with the Immutable X transition, which makes me think it's literally just around the corner. I'm gonna go over some prices of some other NFTs right now. The Blossom is 270 right now. What's a Secret Rare Spider-Man at? Let's go. Let's check it out. I bet it's up there. Secret Rare Cat, 3.9K. Last one in that range. All right, so the common Spidey, 422. Secret Rare Spidey, 38K. Let's go. Only 3 left until 43K. APBs down there at 54K. Get some publicity out of that. Got the Disney moments. The Bart, 650 went back down after that little pump. Partner statue just under 13K. Seems like anytime it gets listed under 13K, it gets scooped up relatively quickly. Let's go down to Batman here. What's a Todd chilling at? Todd 6.4K. Let's go. The next one in the 1,000 range is still 7.5, 7.3 range. Then 8.4 is for the 1,000. Man, 1,000 mint Todds are getting pricey. Just the floor is 6.4K. FA Joker 765. That should be over 1K. Harley Quinn 573. Penguin 840. That'll be over 1K soon again. My Nightwing 1.7K, 1.8K, then 2K range. Nightwing's bound to explode. Joe Mad back up to 1.2. Let's go to Steamboat Willie. Yeah, let's check out Steamboat Willie. 3.9K dipped back down. Interesting. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. I hope it was a super low mint. Oh, man. Imagine that. Oh, man. 1.9 could got you a Nightwing. Would you rather have the Nightwing or the Secret Rare Mermicorno Series 2? I'd rather have the Nightwing. I think that happy whistle one, right? Is that the uncommon? I think that's a good one. Nightwing all day. Yeah, you guys are hilarious. Do you think Steamboat really will be a Holy Grail piece? I think it'll be a huge iconic piece. Yeah, everybody's having trouble listing right now. Be careful aping into the Mermicornos right now because everyone's having an issue listing. It seems like the same problem happened. I think. What was the other one that we all had issues we couldn't list? I forget which one it was. But just be careful buying the Mermicornos. I think it has to do with the IMX transition happening. I don't see it dipping back down below 3.5K. I think in the 3K range it's going to get scooped up big time. Yep, absolutely. That's going to be unreachable in 6 years, J Kill. I definitely think so. Was it really? It was Steamboat Willie. Wow, how crazy is that? When Steamboat Willie first dropped, that price was skyrocketing because nobody could relist theirs for sale. I think it has something to do with the IMX transition for some reason. I think I may have to get a second comic just to make it a little bit symmetrical. What should my second comic be? Little Friends on the pump again. I do wish I just got a ape common or uncommon ape. I feel like it's about where it was last night. No, 627. Silver one is gonna pump like crazy. I think. Yeah, 1K. I think it should be more than 1K. If the gold one's 5K, I should see the silver one probably being like half of that. Floor price for Lily Pad is 500. Yeah, definitely sell it for 500 if you can list it. Yeah, I'm a huge Clawman fan. That day was hilarious. I had no idea. That's pretty funny. Animated Steamboat Willie is the coolest NFT on VeVe. Montage. I think it's up there for sure. I do wish I had multiple ones. Only have one though. I sold one of my Mickey hat Sub 1K for a common Willie sub 100. Did I mess up long term? I sold one of my Mickey hat sub. You mean you sold it for less than 1K, or do you sub 1K mint number? That's a tough one. I think a sub 100 common Willie will sell for a lot of money. I don't think it'd be a bad idea to go buy a floor Mickey if you have enough gems. I think that Mickey hat will do really well. Let's go. Appreciate you for tuning in, my man. Shout out to the Omi VeVe chat. Or I'm sorry, the Omi VeVe Fantasy Football chat. Let's go. You guys are going down next year. There's no way I'm not missing playoffs next year. Coming back with vengeance. Coming back hard for some redemption. Do you want Mickey or do you want his hat? It's a great point right there, Pat. I think it's a pretty decent move. I would try to buy back a floor Mickey hat when you can, though. Because I think all these golden moments are going to go off. May take some time, though. Maybe it gets hit when they find out. Maybe Disney's not interoperable right away. We don't really know, so. Kobe Collects doing a $200 Blindbox, 250 editions with Walt and Disney and more. Interesting. Shout out to Kobe Collects. Someone else was mentioned doing blind boxes like that. I feel like I feel like people would want to do that probably. It's almost like a little gambling event, right? Appreciate y'all, man. I mean, the group chat's so much fun. It really is a blast. You know how long it took last time for listening error to be corrected? A pretty decent amount of time, I want to say. Maybe longer than we wanted to. That's for sure. Longer than we thought. You guys remember how long it took for the Mickey? Maybe an hour or so? Like, it took a little bit of time. I may sign off soon off the live stream and just give an update, make like a YouTube post or something like that whenever it gets fixed or updated. I want to check Twitter, see if VeVe's made an announcement or anything like that about it. I just let them know. I'm pretty sure they're going to be aware of it. Just want to make sure. I don't know how long it takes, though. I mean, sometimes it takes longer than we want. Go shop Ultraman fam. Yeah, that's a good one right there. When that happens, it's going to explode. I went down this year. Next season is going to be my test. 2 different Psalms in a row. Yeah, for sure. Facts. Yeah, so Montage right now, they have a listing issue, like an error right now. We can't list in the market for some reason. Oh, that's huge. That's huge right there. I have to restack on dupes. That's hilarious. Smash the like button. Appreciate y'all big time. Fun under the sun. Appreciate y'all big time. No, China's about to make VeVe explode 100 times. That's a fact. Oh man, that's hilarious. I can see Dobson at 5K soon. Yeah, I can too. It's one of those ones that I do wish I had. Let's go, Ivy in the house. How we doing, fam? Did you get lucky today? Did you grab a Mermicorno? I struck out big time. Did not grab any of them. Ultraman will definitely be big. That's one I do have to restock my dupes of. That's a fact. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. 2D poster of the Alex Ross Ultraman #1. It's up to 64. I remember that was like retail for the longest time. Ultraman 7, too, was below 100 for a while. I find it wild. So many people keep asking me, texting me like, "What's going on? I can't list it." I'm like, I live stream and talk about all the issues, what's going on for a reason. So if anybody has issues, they can just tune in and see what's going on. Looks like Todd might hit 7K today. Absolutely, I think Todd's on a run. VeVe just tweeted, "Let's go." Yep, they just tweeted, "We're working through the transfer error. Some users are reporting. Hang tight. Thank you." What up, JD? What do you think I can get for 750 per Lena Mermicorno? That's a pretty good one. 750 is low mint. Not the most rare per Lena. I think that's a common, right? I would try to list it as soon as you can. Yeah, do not be one of those buyers right now. I'd risk Secret Rare Cap, almost 4K. Yeah, Cap is on a run. I think I made a post on IG about it a little bit ago. Pirates talked about it too a little bit. I think Pirates talked to me. He said Captain America looks like it's going to go on a run. I completely agree. I think what hurt Captain, I was so nervous for a while because I sold my Captain. I got my Captain America Secret Rare on the drop. Sold it recently. Got that Mickey Mouse Steamboat. But I was worried about selling that Captain America. I didn't want it to run off because if it was FA, it would be close to Spider-Man, maybe like 20K. It won't reach Spider-Man, of course, because Spider-Man's that first ever Marvel NFT, and Spider-Man's more popular. But I think Captain's due for a run. There's only 1,000 editions, and Captain America, even though it's not FA, it's the first appearance of the way it looks, like that premium format, not the Mighties. FA of Captain America digital format is the Marvel Mighties, but I think the Captain America, I was just glad I got it back before it did run up just now. I got it back a little bit ago, but I wasn't sure because it did run up from 2K to 3K. Everything's kind of been pumping, so I'm like, I'm not sure if it's going to keep going up. The wall is thin, though. There's not many left. There's a big gap, so it could get to 10K quick. But I'm sure people may, list their cap, take some profits at like 7K because it was just 2K. So it's tough to tell. Yeah. Jin Inferno, how we doing? Howdy, users. I remember someone asking Dan a question about waiting till all the mints deliver until opening the market. And some people do like that. Some people like being able to not get the notification of what they got right away. People like to wait a little bit. I personally like to know right away. But how we doing, fam? David also talked about in the AMA last night how they're going to be announcing like new verticals, new drops, new items, different things that we haven't seen before. So that's going to be definitely interesting to see what happens. Which was the first to be minted on IMX again? Yeah, I wish we got it right away too. The first to be minted on IMX. Do you mean like which collectibles will be interoperable first? We know the artist collectibles will be interoperable. So the Jermaine Rogers, the Ron English, the Frank Koziks, all the decon artists. I think the Simone Legnu will be too. Even though it's kind of with the Toki Doki brand. I mean, Simone Legnu is an artist and the co-founder of Toki Doki. And Toki Doki was VeVe's first ever license. So I feel like that's got a good chance to go, and I would see the Dragon Girls blowing up if that was the case. I'm not positive. I'm not guaranteeing that's the case because it is technically Toki Doki. I think it's licensed by. But, I mean, Simone Legnu, I think, would be perfectly fine with it being interoperable. We've seen Toki Doki go on Binance before, so I would think that's going to be. And that's the only artist collectible from Season 1, so that could be huge. But I think all the decon stuff, Tristan Eaton, luckily, I got 2 Devil Bunnies from him, but all the decon exclusive arts. The paintings with 600 in some editions will be huge. The decon mascot, I think, will be big because that's the first ever set from decon. So we had multiple of them. My buddy said he forgot to even look to see if my comic was up on the mantle. Let's go. Kind of just fits in there perfectly. I do want another one on the opposite side, though. So if I get another one, it might be like ooh, I don't know what else I would get. The gold charm is going to look amazing, bro. If you don't want it, you should give it to me. You should. I'll let you win next year if you do. Let's go. Picked up the USS Enterprise recently. You think we'll be able to fly those in the Weverse? I do, Willow. And if we see people like, say, Elon Musk eventually come on the VeVe, he's going to love Star Trek. He's going to pump Star Trek, I think, like out of this world. And say if we did get somebody like Elon Musk, if we already have the Enterprise, I hope we get rockets. Like David talked about, someone asked him the question about, are we going to get like Navy ships or something like that? And I was like, yes. If you go on David's Instagram, I'm not sure if it's like a second picture, so you have to scroll. I was trying to find it last night. I couldn't find it, but he had a picture of him like leaving like one of the Navy shipyards. And I was like, oh my gosh, with the ship in the background. Now, I'm a believer. I've always been a believer that all those posts on David's Instagram have been like clues leading us, you know, to find really. I mean, I think what he was doing was just documenting his experience getting these licenses for the past few years. So I could definitely see him getting the license to have like a USS Navy ship destroyer or something, right? As an actual NFT. I could see him. We have the glider already from James Bond. I'm sure we're gonna have airplanes, maybe jet fighters. Why would we not have rocket ships? I so hope we have that. Oh, okay. So after the phase 2 move, which was the first? That's a great question. I'm not positive on that. Not positive on that answer, Aaron. I think so, yeah. Anybody who didn't have that one. There he is, my boy, Tyler Gear. Let's go. Let me bring it out again. Bro, I'm in love with this thing right here, man. It just looks so clean. Like, it looks official. It looks legit, you know? Woo! Man, I wish I had a 9.8, but I'm happy with a 9.0 white pages. Let's go. Even if it was, any grade. I just wanted the Todd comic book graded. It just looks amazing. I never had a physical comic book. And like I was saying, I'm not the biggest fan of the way Raws look, Raw comics, just because it doesn't feel official, you know? I would definitely get them graded. So I just went and bought a graded one. I think this comic was like $10,000. I'm just kidding. Maybe one day. It was only a few hundred. What's more valuable in your opinion, Todd or Rizzo? This is a great debate. This is like the debate of the world, right? In VeVe. I think we're gonna see Rizzo be the most expensive for a while, short term. But long term, Rizzo's gonna flip. Or I'm sorry, Todd's gonna flip Rizzo long term, I think. Rizzo has a lot less additions than Todd. So Rizzo's gonna be, that floor is gonna be pretty high up there for a while. It's the first ultra rare. But eventually, over time, maybe it's going to take years, but I think long term, medium to long term, Todd's going to flip Rizzo. That's what I think. It's the first ever VeVe NFT. It's the first appearance of Batman. 7,000 editions to 1,700 is not that many when there's 10 million people in the app. So that's why I think we're going to see Rizzo, be up here. Todd's going to be like down here for a while. But eventually, over time, Todd, I think, will get there. Let's go, Gary. Todd gang. I got one Rizzo. I got a few Todd, so maybe I'm a little bit biased towards Todd. But like, here we go. We got Rizzo, the man. I'm kind of disappointed with how small he is in the physical world. Like, let me put the Todd and the physical right next to each other. Boom. Todd's huge compared to Rizzo. Todd's heavy, huge, like just awesome physical collectible. If you've never had a physical collectible, if you get Todd, you're going to fall in love with physical collectibles. Rizzo is just like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Like, it's just a cool looking one. Why is the mayor pumping? I mean, it's a pretty solid collectible. Also, I think a YouTuber just made a video all on the mayor. So, like, anytime a YouTuber makes a video on, like, certain collectibles, they're definitely going to pump. Especially with how big VeVe is right now. Every YouTuber has a pretty decent platform. And anytime now, people are looking for, like, the quickest edge. Anytime somebody says one collectible, I think we're going to see a herd of people just, boom, pounce on it right away. Just because they don't want to miss the next opportunity. We've all been talking about how Todd exploded, this exploded, so people just want to hop on the next one quick, It's Rizzo wearing lifted boots. Yeah, platforms, I think. How much was the statues? Just a few hundred, I think. Not too much. I think you get them on different bidding sites. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the market I'm not sure I'm a fan of opening the market before all orders are delivered. Ruins market opportunities for some. I agree, Ronnie. I agree. I think they're going to be working on it for sure. I think they're going to try to make it a little bit better next time. Who did the mayor video, Gary? I think it was VLC Network. I think he usually talks about the Omi token, right? Is that the right? Let me see if that's the right. Best VeVe NFTs to buy right now. I think that was the video 2 days ago. VLC Network. Yep. Mayor or Mojo, he was pumping. I knew it. I knew I saw it. How crazy is that? As soon as I watched that, I was like, oh man, that's about to pump. And because think about it. How many people watched it? He's got 14K subs, but only 1,000 people watch it. But I mean, that's 1,000 people. Say if only, not even half. Say if only a quarter of the people that watched that went and bought one. That we see how little are actually in the marketplace, right? So that's why I think, influence is going to be huge. Hopefully that's why, I always try to make sure, not only me, but I always try to promote people who have good intentions behind everything, because you can see how quickly things can get manipulated. People start abusing the power, etc. So is Mayor really at 1K? Sheesh. It's only gonna get more and more too. It's a good thing to see. It's just wild to see. Yeah, we all get to hang longer. I do 24/7 streams. Bought a physical DC statue, Harley Quinn, for $80. Shipped on eBay. Yeah, I think you can get them eBay. There's another Instagram account where I got the comic from. Elite_comics11. To be honest, I'm not even sure. I haven't even checked. So I got my degree in health and phys ed. Health and phys ed teacher. I got a mayor set too. I wish I had a lot more mayors though. Mayor's like at 1K right now. I think I bought mine maybe in the market for like less than $150, maybe less than 200. Those were the days to stock up big time and get duplicates. You got to think about this summer. There were so many people that sold their entire accounts. But I mean, so many of these collectibles. Mayor was just 200. A lot of these Batman were under 500. Yeah, I don't think I'm part of the MTL just yet. I should check though. Okay, so 400 gems you got them for. Yeah, Mayor's about that, 2 to 400. Any of those early, 2020, early 21 collectibles, those ultra rares will be huge, I think. That's why I wanted to profit on my Nightwing, my third Nightwing I just won, but I'm just holding it because it's a season 1 ultra rare. It's got to go over 2K, 5K. Matter of time, that's all. And once it gets to 10K, that's 30K in Nightwings right there. Like, whew. Season 4 has got to be starting soon, Paz. I definitely think season 4 is around the corner. I would say in the next month or two, Does it safe to give out GoChain address on social? I mean, I would say, your wallet address. Wallet addresses are public. I mean, you can't do anything with the public address. But yeah, Wonder Woman was definitely a good one to stock up on. I think X-Men. I know Gail just made a video on it. Sleeping Comics made a video on it. I think the X-Men common will be a good one. Or actually, any of the X-Men Storm FAs. And Deadpool will have its time. Another FA of a popular character. Also, what makes me bullish on the Secret Rare Captain America is it's like all the rarities are going up. It's not like just the Secret Rare. The Rare went up. The Ultra Rare went up. The Ultra Rare was like $400 for a while. It's now $730. Got to 800. So that tells me everybody's buying the set. The commons are up. Like everything is up on the Captain America. So that tells me like people are actually buying. They want the whole because it's Captain America. It's not like a Secret Rare pump. I agree, Paz. It's probably maybe it is top 5, but not top 3. It's not your top X-Men like Wolverine. Like Wolverine's going to be huge, especially FA in that premium format. But at the end of the day, Storm is the first ever X-Men, and that's why it's a big deal because once they're all released, I could see if they drop Wolverine FA next, yeah, Storm might take a little dip. But once they drop the next one, people are going to go back and say, what was the first X-Men they dropped? Boom, Storm. And they're going to want to collect it all. Yeah, Wolverine's going to be huge, man. An FA Wolverine. Can you imagine the animations they're going to have? I'm sure they're going to have like the sound of his claws coming out, claw mad. Let's see if they updated the prices at all. Let me find Mayor. Wow, there's 29 available. That's about to go crazy soon. There's a jump too from 5K to 8.5K. Wow. Think about it too. There's 29 left in the marketplace. Say like that's why I think the influence is key. Like there's 1,000 people that watch that guy's video, right? All right. Imagine if just like I said, a quarter of them. That's 250 people. There's only 29 left available of Merit. Like, so that's why when people talk about collectibles, you know, that's big. Wow, Wayne got the secret rare. Let's go. That's huge. All right, what should you list it at? Let's find out. What's the most expensive secret rare out there right now? There's 5 available. 3.8K. I think if you list that like 3.5, 3.7, 3.8, if it sells, that's a huge come up, bro. I'm not sure if you can sell it or not, but I mean, list it below 3.8K. If you want a quick sale, list it for like, a 54. Oh my gosh. I would list it right by the floor of the secret rare. There's only 5 available. If people see a 54 at the floor, they're probably going to pounce on it. And a 3.5K is going to be a come up for a secret rare Series 2 Mermicorno. But it depends. You might be able to get more. It's 54 is huge, man. I mean, 54 is like the first one available is 41. So I think if you listed it for, there's only 4, like it goes 3.8K and then 444 20K. So maybe you list it for 10K. See what happens at 10K. Because worst case scenario, you could always list it for lower. It's not focusing up. But it depends. If you want a quick sale, it all depends. I would say maybe list it for like half of 20K, like 10, 15, maybe 8. See what happens. See if you can get a sale for that. Yeah, list that for 15K. Exactly. Don't list it. I would say list it for like 15K. Yeah, see what happens. See if it sells. Marvel #1, secret rare, all-time high. Let's go. What's that one at? That one's gonna be crazy soon. 55K. Let's go. I don't have that one. That's gonna be 100K real soon. Only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just backed out. But there's less than 8. It gets to 100K. Yeah, sell that for like 15K. More. I mean, definitely. It all depends if you want a quick sale or not. He's scamming you. I don't think anyone's trying to scam you, bro. Yeah, Zodi, calm down. I think you're gonna get a sale for sure, man. It all depends. Like if you want even more, you could get more. The thing about listing things, you want to list something pretty high up, so that way if it doesn't sell, you can always list it for lower. Like if you go to the ultra rare, the Corsica Series 1, the number 49 mint is selling for 3.5K. So I mean, I don't know how much he wants you to list it for. If he's saying 15K is not enough, like. Like if that sold for 15K and it really meant a lot to you, you could go back and buy the Corsica Series 1, 49 mint, 62 mint, 65 mint, 83 mint, 92 mint, 94 mint. And they're all 3.5K, 2.9K, 1.6K, 2.8K, 2.2K. Like you could probably buy them all. Yeah, like if you sold that for 15K, I mean, you could buy Omi. You know how much Omi that is? And you just turned $7 or $16 into 15K. I don't think anybody would be mad about that. If the ultra rare of series 1 was selling for like 50K, 30K, then it's like, yeah, sell for a lot more. But like, I don't know how many people would pay for that right away. Yeah, I definitely agree. VeVe Las Vegas. Harley Quinn is due for a big run. Buy a Todd, a pocket 4K, right? You could essentially almost buy a Todd and then buy a Mill Omi. Or you could hold the Secret Rare Mermicorno Series 2. Yeah, you can start it high for sure. 3 million Omi is solid. Yeah, list it for 15 and 20. See what happens. It would be the lowest one on there. So I would say list it for 20K and see what happens. Or you can list it for 50K and see if anyone pull a trigger on it. It all depends. Like if you just want a sale like right now, I think a sale right now would happen. It's hard to say. But like everybody else saying, if you want to try to just get the absolute most ROI out of it, list it for something high up and see what happens. Yeah, 5K equals 1 million Omi at these prices. I agree. If you look at the difference between Metallo and then Bellina, both same edition count, but everyone thinks Metallo looks a lot cooler than Bellina. So we see the price difference. If it was me, I would list it for 20K and see if that thing sells. I'd be so happy with 20K selling a Secret Rare Mermicorno. But that's just me. I mean, maybe you want to get even more. I feel like I could do pretty well with 20K gems right now. Of course, it could pump in a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good idea. I like the way the red looks a lot. Pepperino pump too. I wonder if that's because of the way it looks. 103 Pepperino. I saw like almost 200 at one point. I think Muka looks pretty cool. Someone said check out the Ultra Rare Fallout. I think this is a great comment. I think the Secret Rare is being slept on this one. The Miles Morales Secret Rare. It was like a 2K last time I saw it. Oh yeah, the Ultra Rare is pumped. Nice, 650. I think that one can get out of hand real quick. The Rare is pumping nice. This is a great set comic book right here. Yeah, 2.3K. I think that's a good buy right there. The Ultimate Fallout Secret Rare. Let's go. At Wayne, do it. Yeah, I mean, think about that. 20K People are saying I'm scamming you. Bro, I don't think that's a scam at all. I think if you turn a Series 2 Mermicorno from $16 into 20K, if it was me, that's what I would do. Sure, maybe you could wait. Maybe the right buyer would pay 40, 50K. But I don't know about that, you know? I feel like I could take 20K and really do a lot of work with that right now. Shark Bite, one of the only male cornos on the app. Please help boost Young Adventure. Avenger. I'm not sure if that's a great comic book or not. I do like the way it looks. It's about the only boost I'll give it. Let me see if I can bring it up. The Young Adventures. I don't have too many of them. I got a rare on the drop, though, I'm keeping. Rare is 45. Ultra rare is 90. Probably one of the cheapest ultra rares. 310 secret rare. It's another cheap secret rare. It is the first appearance. Kate Bishop. Any secret rare comic under 500 is a deal. Absolutely, I agree. Yep, at the moment can't list Wayne. Yep, that's the problem. That's why they're so high right now. I feel like Young Avengers, I feel like that's not the best comic book out there. Adrian, it takes anywhere from, usually it could take 15 minutes. It could take up to a couple hours. Usually you do get your NFT before the market opens, but right now there seems to be a little issue where people are getting a little bit delayed and they can't list it in the market either. So be careful buying anything in the market right now just because people have some kind of error. They can't list it and the prices are high that way for that reason. But you will get yours if you have a pending order, brother. It takes longest it takes is like an hour or two. Todd McFarlane, 6.6K. Let's go. That thing's about to run up too. Holy cow. 90 editions, rare, are good buys. Like 90 left in the market? For which one are you talking about? Adrian Gonzalez, my man. Yeah, it's taking a little while. Usually it doesn't take this long. Sometimes it takes longer than other times. It does get frustrating sometimes when you don't get it right away. Yep. It will tell you right away once you place the order and everything and it comes up. On these Blindbox collectibles, it'll show you what you got. But if you didn't see it, then it will take a little bit of time. Mine always seems to take 2 hours. Unfortunately, yeah, you just have the short end of the stick with luck sometimes, I guess, my man. The Bronson Cat exploded. I think it's like 5K right now. Let's go. VeCur. You literally changed your username to VeCur. That's hilarious. I'm surprised they haven't just shut the market down while they fix it so people won't complain about it later. I agree. That's actually a good point, Ivy. You would think they would because they're going to get support tickets. I paid this amount, etc. Yep. Yeah, hopefully, Adrian, in the future, you do see what you got right away, because it kind of stinks. Because if you're looking, especially for those people trying to get the full set in the marketplace, you're kind of out of luck because you don't know which one you got. Maybe you got the secret rare, ultra rare, but you have no idea. So then you go buy the ultra rare in the market and you end up getting one, right? So it's like you don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Catwoman was my first purchase, $35, $15 on the retail. I'll never sell. We see Catwoman kind of exploded almost to $200 now. I think it's still got room to grow. I think Batgirl is going to be the next one because we will see another Batgirl dropping that's not the FA. So once that happens, I do see this FA going up big time. I think you can get the back row FA still like $80. That's so weird. Just sold the S1 Mermicorno Tropicana for 120 2 minutes ago. Now it's listed for 119.99. What? They just immediately lost money. That's strange. Maybe they realized they made a mistake or something. I don't think you're irritating me at all. Rashawn, do you have a question before I didn't get to? Do you think Young Adventure is a good buy for market? I just saw the question. I would say I'd probably stay away from that comic book unless you had extra money and you really like the cover or something like that. I don't think it's going to be a key comic book. Maybe you do want it because you're collecting every comic book that drops. Johnny's a legend. Y'all need to watch his Walt and Mickey trade he made on live, under pressure, and time sensitive. It was crazy. Woo! It was clutch. It was clutch. You know, trying to list for 2K, but it won't let me. Yep, everybody's having trouble right now listing. You can't list it for sale. I think it's like anything you buy right now, you can't relist it. But maybe I'm wrong because someone said they just bought a Unicorno or a Series 1 Tropicana and they could list it. They bought the wrong Mermicorno. They might have. That's probably why. I agree. The rare comics probably give you the most bang for your buck for the Mouse Collector program point right now. We got Thailand in the building. How we doing, fam? Todd 3 away from 7K. Wow, let's go, Todd. Power of the Todd. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody's going to want the first VeVe NFT. Whew, wow. Yep. There's 1,000 mints in the 7K range are going to get scooped up. There's only 2 left. And then one more at 8.4K. 8.9. A couple sub 1Ks at 9K. Ends off to the races. Next one's at 10K. There's only a handful left of 1K mints before 10K Todd. Sheesh. Yeah, interesting. That's why I clicked on it because I thought Wayne had the 56. I wonder if he sold it. Yep, everyone's having an issue right now listing their collectibles. Seems like we can't list it. Oh, 54. Okay. Nice. We got a 54 and a 56 Secret Rare in the chat who got it today. Let's go. Decon Ultra Rare almost at 1K. Oh my gosh. That's the one I got. Let's go. I so regret not grabbing 2 of these. They were like 500. Yep. $8.99. I almost sold one early too. See, I wanted a duplicate because I knew they were going to go up. There's 600 editions. Super low. This is the first ever decon set. And I think this could give you utility to free decons in the future. So not only would that be big, but it's going to skyrocket the price, I think. Let's see what the Devil Money low mints are going for right now. Look at this. This might be a good buy. Not financial advice. Number 70. $565. OG Devil Bunny Red. Wow. And then you have a number 90, $525. Number 94. See, that's why I had to list mine at 550 because all these. I'm going to delist mine right now. It's way too cheap. If I had enough gems, I would buy that number 70 right there. That's a low mint. I only have a 43 and a 94. I just delisted mine. That's way too low. I paid $230 for my low mint. And the reason why I like low mint artist collectibles is because when that gets on IMX, Immutable X, I think being able to filter that, you're going to be able to filter it by edition number. So those low mints are going to pop up first. So think of how expensive that could be in Ethereum. I think they're going to go crazy. How we doing, fam? I do have a Rizzo. Yep, I do. I only have one, though. I wish I had multiple Rizzos. I wish I had two. I think the Deadpool set is pretty undervalued right now. I think it may take some time for that to go up, though, so it'd probably be a longer hold. Let's go, Paz. Appreciate you big time. What do you want to say to the ones who are new to the VeVe market? Right now, I would definitely say be careful buying anything the Mermicornos because right now we have that listing error. What's happening is a lot of people who just bought the Mermicornos aren't able to list their Mermicornos for sale in the market. So that means that the price is going to be really high right now, those Mermicornos. And as all these people have their collectible delivered to their account, probably put in the market, that's when we could see a saturation and kind of undercutting go on and price may dip a little bit. But other than that, I would say for new users, I mean, it's still so early to where if you can find collectibles, one that you like, that you're into, and two that are, pretty big IP brands that are first appearances that are still around retail price, I think if you're able to grab some of those and hold on to them maybe for a couple weeks, couple months, I think you could be in a good position. I would say it's really important to focus on trying to come up with, being self-aware. Are you in this to collect? Are you a collector? Or are you in this for investment, ROI only, or a little bit of both? I think either answer is okay. Just come up with what you're into, and then you can kind of navigate a little bit better based on those answers that you answered with. So like if you are, if you're trying to make some money out of this, I think grabbing duplicates are going to be crucial. Even if you're just into collecting and you want to build a collection, because I wasn't able to build my collection, I wouldn't have been able to if I didn't grab duplicates early on. I always talk about this, not just to stunt, but to tell people, to give them the experience that I had in order to get to where I am right now. If I only bought one Todd, one FA Joker, one Harley Quinn, it'd be great. My collection would still be cool, but I wouldn't have been able to keep my collection growing. I bought like 6 or 7 FA Todd McFarlane Batmans from the store. I bought, I think, 7 FA Jokers from the store retail. Same with Harley Quinn. I bought 7 of them for retail. And so throughout the process of the months going on, as they appreciated in value, I was able to sell 1 or 2 here and there, keep my collection growing, and still always hold on to one of them. So I think grabbing duplicates while they're cheap, like I look at Batgirl right now. Catwoman was like down to $30 at one point just a couple months ago. Catwoman FA. Catwoman's a huge character. It's almost like $200 right now. Batgirl, I think, is like the same thing, just a little bit behind that. Because everybody knows who Batgirl and Catwoman are, who's in the Batman. If I know, then everybody knows, basically. Because I really didn't know too much. So I think Batgirl being under like $80 is a steal. Also, anything from season 1. We see a lot of collectibles from season 1 going up right now. So if you see anything from season 1 that's still around retail price, I was saying for a while the common DeLoreans, but they just got to $100. So, they just went up. But again, the DeLoreans, the cars, they're going to be drivable one day. So once they turn that on and everything's going to be able to be drivable again, I think they'll explode. But I look at it like a lot of the Ultraman stuff too, because Ultraman's a season 1. It's still kind of being slept on, the posters and the collectibles. Collectibles just went up a little bit. But soon we're going to have different languages on the app. Right now, it's only English. So I think that's going to... Ultraman's big in Asia and overseas, other countries. So once they're able to read it in different languages other than English, I think that's going to explode. So just some things I think about for some early users or some people who are just tuning in. What up, Kobe Lex? How we doing, fam? Do you ever get overwhelmed with your collection, checking prices, managing, etc.? I would say yes, a little bit. It is overwhelming. I mean, constantly going through my collection right now to pick apart like the fat, basically. Like I'm constantly going through my collection to see like, okay, what can I get rid of that I don't love that I can stack some extra gems. What's the prices of these doing? Because I'm constantly studying the market too. So yeah, it is overwhelming for sure. But at the same time, I love it. So it's not like I have to do this. I'm lucky that it's something that I do love. I enjoy it. But it's definitely overwhelming too at the same time. Let's go. Wow. You have the first. So a 41 is huge, Miguel. 41 mint number is big because it's the first one available to the public. So you can set the floor whatever you want for that. Because you have the first one available. That's a big one right there. Let's check out Superman. Superman's another one that should be like 5K. Easy. 2.5K. It's gone. It'll get up there. I got 3 Todds. Got 3 Todds. 3 Todds left. All 1,000 mints. This is hilarious. I hope Secret Rare Batman flies into your room right now. Gooseneck. I am at 49 sets right now. 48 sets. I got up to like 53, 55, but lowered my sets. Got a couple big collectibles. Got my Secret Rare Captain America back, which I'm so happy about. I hope you get a golden moment. 1 in 22 chance. I think Kobe Collects is running some kind of giveaway on his channel, right? I'm going to put the list in the Discord about 30 minutes. I think we're 145 spots filled out of 240. So if you guys want to check out Kobe Collects, he's doing some kind of giveaway. Oh, man, Kobe Collects with the super chat. Let's go. Bro, how many times a day do you sit back and go like, dang, we are early? All the time, my man. All the time. Like, especially nowadays, we see a lot of NBA players getting involved in VeVe. We see a lot of pro soccer athletes get involved in VeVe. I'm sure NFL is coming soon, MLB. Hip hop, rappers, celebrities, artists, all types of people are going to start finding out about VeVe and start using the app. So I think about all the time, especially the days in March when we had less than 10,000 total users. Back in March, we had less than 10,000 total users. Now we're getting 20 to 30,000 a day. Wild, man. Wild times. Yeah, I agree with that. Nightwing just hit 2K. Let's go. I hope you guys aren't messing with me because I love Nightwing. You guys know that. Nightwing was my first drop ever. If you guys think the drops are hard now, let me tell you how the Nightwing drop went, right? Nightwing, we were all excited. Boom, we get on the drop, about to go for Nightwing. Like, the app crashed. Like, just stopped working. They write out a tweet, like, too much demand. The servers are overloaded. We're going to shut it down. We're going to restart it in an hour. I stayed up the entire night. Didn't sleep for Nightwing drop. So by the time it restarted, I was like, no way. I got to wait another hour. I'm literally like dozing off at this point. I'm so tired. So I'm setting alarms. I'm like, I'm not missing this. So I set my alarm for like every 5 minutes just to make sure I wasn't falling asleep, passing out. I'd wake up like every 5 minutes. Eventually, it got to the point where right before 5-minute alarm went off, I woke up like randomly. I checked the app, boom, and it was on. I got it. I got one Nightwing, boom. I got my second one. I was like, oh my God. I tried buying a third one. It said account limited to 2 per person. I was like, no way. Sent my boy Joe Kelly a text message. Boom, he got his Nightwing. So that was the first time ever on VeVe too that it was limited to 2 drops per person per account. So that's another reason why I think it was a big deal. Nobody in the world has more than 2 Nightwing on the drop. Insane. So that's why I love Nightwing so much. So I got 2 originally owned Nightwings. I don't know if anybody else in the world has that. Like, unbelievable. Yeah, Josh, there was a point where I was doing so well in these drops. There's other things you can do too. Like, make sure your app is not, overloaded with a whole bunch of other apps running. Close out your Instagram, Twitter, Mail, everything else you got running. Close out of those apps. Only be on the VeVe app. Make sure your files are all erased on the VeVe app. Go into your settings, do that. I also like to make sure my phone's fully charged. I've noticed to where if I'm on low battery, not too much, I don't have that much success. If I'm on full battery, I have a lot better success. Appreciate you, Paz. Big time, big time. My collectibles minimum 5K by next month. I agree. I picked up a Superman for 2,199 yesterday morning. What you think it'll rise to? Well, it's at 2.5K right now, I think. Let me check out Nightwing again. I think Superman's going to rise crazy. Nightwing's at 2K. Let's go. So happy I won the Fantasy Football League. Shout out to the Influencer Fantasy Football League, the group chat that we've had. Everybody in there was amazing. You guys are all, friends for life. I can't wait to run it back next year. Hopefully with everybody. I think it's going to be a great time, guys. Yeah, they had to push Ultraman back too a little bit. Uncommon, Mickey. High key, the only one that whistles. The other thing about this Kobe is if you read the description, the details of that Mickey, they talk about how that's like the quintessential Mickey pose. And it really is, that's a big one. Oh, wow. Okay, so Gooseneck, he's got 2 Nightwings on that drop too. Nice. See that? I think the original ownership is going to be big once we can see that ownership history. How do you have 3 Todds? Man, I wish I had more than that. I wish I kept all 7. I had 7 Todds when I bought them. Wow, no way. Uncle Jeremy just tweeted he's the owner of number 100 Todd. Wow, that's big time. Shout out to Uncle Jeremy, man. I think he understands more than anybody how important that first ever VeVe NFT will be and is right now. So I think, well, him showing us that, I didn't see the tweet. I can't wait to see that. I'll retweet it. But that's definitely going to pump up Todd. So I have 3 Todds just because I bought them all for retail. My Todds are $80 I bought. I had 7 at one point. Maybe I sold a third and I bought back a third, maybe for like 300. I just checked. Maybe I did do that. But at one point I had 7 Todds for retail. So, I mean, that's the only reason why I have 3 Todds now. Like, there's no way I'd be able to afford that otherwise. Todd is easy 10K collectible. It's going to be way more than that, but short term 10K, yeah. We'll probably see people taking profits there. I agree. Any Spider-Man will be big. Shout out to you, Gabe. 359 lily pad. A sub 500 would be pretty solid. Anytime you get a sub 500 collectible, it's pretty good. Oh, wow. Yeah, 888 lily pad. Okay, so this is actually huge. There's a collector out there who collects number 88s. So he may be interested in this one too, but I know for a fact that if you have a repeating number like this is big time. Don't sell this one for too short or too low, I should say. Triple eights are big. Yep, Lori. So right now we have an issue with the app still. It's going on. I may sign off soon and just create a post when it's fixed. But we can't list things right now. My collectibles hits the nail on the head with this one. Just think, the Bored Apes, they're like a 250K minimum each. Todd has a high ceiling. And obviously you can't compare them completely just because they're completely 2 different beasts, right? But I think for Todd being the first appearance of the Batman, the first ever DC collectible, the first ever VeVe NFT, like, this is huge. Todd McFarlane's already a legend. Iron Man's going to be interesting. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, I think Todd's 100K. I do think Todd's 100K collectible. And it's going to be shocking to people because there is 7,500 editions. People told me, and this is what's crazy. This is why you have to trust your gut in collecting. You know, take in everything what everybody has to say, but at the end of the day, you have to ride or die on your own gut decision. Imagine if I listened to people who had more experience than me, told me stop buying the Todd McFarlane Batmans. People told me to stop buying them. They said I'm an idiot. They said I'm wasting my money. They said 7,500 editions is way too many. It'll never sell out. Well, guess what? It's sold out. And guess what? It's way more than what the retail price is right now. So, like, I was looked at as a moon boy. People were telling me I'm crazy. I kept telling people this app is going to have hundreds of thousands of people on it. And people were looking at me like, dude, Johnny, that's all. It sounds great and all, but there's like 8,000 people here. So, like, that's the mind trick that you have to forecast projection ahead. Like, imagine that. Imagine what I would be feeling right now if I listened to everybody. Whew. I think Iron Man in his golden moments will be big time. Ooh, Willow. How many walls do you have? Do you have the one? I'm thinking about selling my wall for 2 million. Omi, what you think? I think Omi is the fuel, the gasoline, the long-term winner king, right? It's just tough because I think there's some VeVe NFTs that will be huge, iconic too. Like that Secret Rare Spider-Man will be hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million one day. But 2 million Omi, I like that could be over 2 million one day itself, you know? I think it's long-term play is the Omi. I think long-term is like the safest long-term play you can actually possibly have. If you had 2 wallets, I say that's not a bad idea. 1 wall, and I'm like, ooh, you know, 1 wall is tough, man. Anything is tough. Like that Da Vinci trade, I wouldn't have done it if I only had 1. I wouldn't even have thought about it. But I had 2, so I'm like, you know, I'm willing to risk it. Yeah, it looks like we still can't. No way. Secret Rare cap is 6.9K. Oh my gosh. You might be messing with me, Idris, but I hope not. Let's check it out. Let's see what Superman is. Someone is asking about Superman. Yeah, 2.5K. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. Let's go, Secret Rare cap. 8.2K. What? What? Wow. Wow. I was so close to not buying that back. Whew. Because I sold it at like 2.5K, right? I got the Captain America on the drop, sold it for like not right away, but I had it for the longest time. But just when that the Mickey Mouse Steamboat dropped, I sold my cap for like 2.5K, maybe even less than that, maybe like 2.2. Forget the exact amount, but somewhere just over 2K. And at the time, I was like, okay, because it was dipping back down to like 1.7, and I was like, it's not going to dip much lower than that. So I got to kind of be quick with my moves here. The risky part about selling like blue chips for any kind of moves you got to make is you got to make them quick, and you may be wrong, right? You may risk it for the biscuit and it doesn't work out. You got to be okay with that. So for me, I was like, okay, I had the Secret of Spider-Man. I'm okay if it doesn't work out and Cap runs away. I thought it was going to run away sooner, but I traded it, sold it, got the Steamboat Mickey Mouse Willie, Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, got that one, got some other things, and finally worked my way up to get that Secret Rare Captain America. Oh my gosh. I paid 3.1, I think it was for it. Let me check. So like I got it for 400. Yeah, 3,200. Wow. Crazy, man. See, like I wasn't sure if that was gonna keep running up because everything just ran up from like 2K to 3K, and I'm like, ooh. We don't really know what's gonna happen here. And man. Kobe collects, bro. People call me a moon boy too. We need to drown out the noise. We can try to explain as much as we want, but this is also a big life-changing time for us. Got to stay the course. Facts, bro. Hit the nail on the head, man. Absolutely. Only one wallet, which is why I'm not sure. I think the safer play, Willow, is probably Omi. Just because it's going to be here long term. But it could be so long to where Walt could get to 50 to 100K before Omi climbs to that much, you know? And when I'm not sure about things like that, I just hold. I don't like to risk it usually. If I'm not sure, unless I only like to risk it when I'm like 100% confident. Bro, VeVe has changed my life, that's for sure. And I don't even really want to sell. Like, here's how I think of things, right? This is what people aren't really realizing. Let me show this clip because just to like prove my point. At some point, we're going to be able to charge a fee for people to come in and look at our showrooms. Whether that's 1 gem, 2 gems. Shout out to Taps Trades because when he did this interview with Reese,
part of the intention of the VeVeverse, you know, like if you've got a killer showroom like Johnny Dunn's showroom or something like that, maybe you can charge admission, right? It might cost you 1 gem to go in and check that showroom out, right? And that experience might be a bit limited if you're using a phone or that kind of thing, but when you've got AR glasses on, or you know, it really can become more immersive as that technology develops.
Like, so just think about that. We're going to have the AR glasses on soon, the desktop version soon. So just imagine, I have 12, you guys got me to 12,000 followers on Twitter, right? Everybody here in VeVe, like everybody's going to be able to have this possibility, you know, to rent out collectibles, to charge a gem fee for your showroom. So when you build a following up, this is the beneficial part of that. Say if just half the followers are on Twitter, right? This is why I don't want to sell my collectibles. To rewind a little bit, say somebody sells their Secret Rare Spider-Man for 50K, 100K, right? That's a huge amount of gems right there. That seems life-changing, right? It would be life-changing for me. But I'm thinking more long-term. Why would I, especially if I only have one, why would I sell my Secret Rare Spider-Man for 100K when I can charge a 1 gem entry fee to visit my virtual digital showroom museum, have half of my Twitter following, 6,000 people come in each day, pay a gem, that's $6,000 a day. For 365 days, that's over $2 million a year. And I probably wouldn't be able to charge that much if I didn't have that Secret Rare Spider-Man, right? So that's only 1 gem too. So that's why I think, you know, I don't want to sell any of these collectibles for, you know, 100,000, 50,000, even though that'd be life-changing, because I think holding them would make me be able to make a couple million a year at minimum just by having a gem fee for the showroom. So that's why I think thinking long term is just going to be crazy. Todd is 7K. 8.2K for what? 8.2K for Captain America. Any FA will moon. Yeah, so I think Captain America FA will moon soon too. Captain America FA is only like $80. Captain America FA is going to be crucially huge. Why are these unicorns going for so much? So these Mermicornos, everybody, if you're just tuning in, we can't relist things for sale right now. So anybody who's trying to list things for sale in the market can't. So that's why I think the prices are so high. Hopefully that answers that question. It was literally, yeah. Was it really 700 for weeks? I didn't know it was that low. I know it was like 1.5 for a while. That's why I was so scared. You know, a lot of people, Wayne was one of them. You know, I told Wayne, I was like, you know, things just ran up from 2K to 3.2K. So I'm not sure if they're going to keep pumping. Like, it's definitely one to keep my eye on because I just had bought it. Like, I think this is going to go up. I'm just not sure how quick. Because, you know, that's not really the time to buy things usually when things are pumping up. Like right now, price is 8K on the Captain America. It's not so much it's bad to invest now. It's just it's risky. It's always risky to invest during the pump because you don't know if it's going to retrace back down. Usually when things go all the way up, there's always a little retracement before it comes back up. So that's why I said for me, since I had already sold it at 2K, I felt like almost seller's remorse. So I knew there was a time where I was going to have to buy it back. And so I bought it back at 3K. I said, you know what? I'm not going to try to risk it if it dips back down a few hundred. For me, since I sold it once, I want this one back. So Ultra Rare Mickey, I think, will moon soon too. I think everything on the VeVe app will have its day. I always talk about that. It's just when will it have its time? I'm trying to pick things, and I think everybody's trying to pick things that are going to go up first right away, so you can take those profits, put it into something else, and etc. That's trying to time the market. Trying to time the market is always risky. So if you're not trying to time it, just believe in those blue chips and those ones that you think are big IP brands are going to be here long term, and just be patient and hold. That's probably the safest strategy. Pick those collectibles like Wonder Woman. People who loaded up on Wonder Woman, they knew that's a big IP brand. They knew it may not moon right away, but that's when you just sit back, be patient, and wait for its time. So there was no secret rare unicorn. Are you talking about the Mermicornos? So the highest secret rare Mermicorno was listed at 20K. That was the Mermicorno, the one that you were just talking about. The highest ultra rare Mermicorno from Series 1 was listed at 3K. So if we look at the Corsica, the ultra rare from Series 1, the number 49 mint number is at 3.5K. And now if we go to the Shark Bite, there's 4 listed in the market. The highest is 100K. Now it's 100K. Then it's 4K, 4K, and then 3.6K. So the highest it was 20K, but now it's 100K. Looks like everyone's buying the Captain America FA. I do think that's the next one to go. I hope this isn't pumping it, but yeah, this is definitely the biggest spike. Yeah, I do too, bro. I would say majority of the people think a dip's coming with MTL, and I've always been the one to kind of think opposite. When majority of people think one way, majority of the time it happens the opposite way. That many people usually aren't right. And so, yeah, if it was like a flip of the switch, MTL's here for everybody, I could expect a little dip, yeah. But since it's being rolled out slowly in groups and waves, I don't think there's going to be a dip like people are talking about. It's just going to give access to more and more people to not be afraid to put money in. If you're a millionaire and they told you huge, great investment opportunity right here, okay, I'm interested, but you can't cash out. Okay, I'm not interested anymore. Like, so many millionaires are not interested, have been on the fence just watching because they can't cash out. Once they know it's here, they're not going to be afraid. It's been a safe investment at that point. Of course, people are going to, take profits along the way, but that's why they're doing it in waves, especially with the incentives of Master Collector program, with all the announcements they haven't announced yet. Yeah, I agree. Wayne. 100K seems unrealistic. It's just one of those things where since there's not a lot of additions in there right now, they're probably just trying to capitalize on a moment saying, like, let me just list this for crazy and just see what happens, Exactly. My cousin, people were worried about putting money in, but afraid you can't take it. Now, once MTL, you can see more people. I've had a lot of friends too. They're not even rich, but just friends to put a couple $100 in if they can't withdraw it. So I think MTL is going to be different than what most people do. Yeah, once you can switch ETH to OMI and OMI into the app. These are the prices pre-ETH. These are the prices pre-OMI. That's all I got to say. Man, the prices are just skyrocketing right now. I kind of want to do my portfolio. Shout out to Comey Wiki, Omi the Clown. Amazing website. Let's see what the prices are. What was the other one I was going crazy? The Decon, right? Decon. Let me see what that ultra rare is right now. Man, it's always a fun time when the prices are pumping on VeVe. Let's go. 969. Wow, that just like doubled. There's only 33 left. Decon mascots, ultra rare. Wow. Oh my gosh, I should have bought 2 of these. Man, that was my mistake right there. Did not listen to my word. Did not get dupes. ETH crashing, but VeVe collectibles skyrocketing. Nice. 7.5K Todd. Let's go. The power of Todd, baby. Let's go. This comic book's gonna skyrocket. Power of Todd. Let's go. I'm just gonna hold it here for the whole stream. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine that falls one day on the stream? Todd to 10K tonight. Rizzo over 20K. I mean, Superman will be 3.5 today. I think Superman will hit 5K soon, bro. How much do you think a core line will be worth? Safa Chaco. So core line, I don't think it's going to be too expensive, unfortunately. At least right away. I think you may have to wait till Series 3 comes around before it pumps up a little bit. But who knows? With the market rolling out like this, we may see it inflate a little bit more than we would expect. Storm's a great one to load up on. I think if you're just tuned in right now and you're new, here comes the sniffles again. It's been a while down here. I think it is the air quality in my basement. I think when the Omi moons, look for a new house, look for a new basement. Let's go, Todd. Hey, appreciate you big time. Appreciate you. Like, shout out to the people, like Lewis Morgan. I mean, he's one of the people, that had a lot of money and came in the app, did his research on the team, the community, saw everything that was going on, and he wasn't afraid to put his money in. And people like that who have that foresight, who have the understanding to say, like, okay, what is this? I don't understand it. Let me dive deep into it and get on the ground floor. Those people are going to be rewarded so much. And this is why I love people like this, because he's a visionary. The same way, Gary Vee's on the ground floor. He may not be in the VeVe community like we all expected, but he's in here. He followed me, right? Of all people, he's tuned in. He's probably watching the live stream right now. Shout out to you, Gary, if you're watching. Like, people like him, they're visionaries. They get on the ground floor of anything that they may not understand. They're not going to have like an ego and say, like, I don't understand it, so it's not coming true. No, if he doesn't understand it, he's going to get on the ground floor and see what's happening. He probably said something like, let me market VeVe or whatever the case may be. And VeVe said, like, they're popping already. They don't have money to market. So he was like, what do you mean? I don't know if that's actually what happened or not, but he probably followed and he's in the community. He's tapped into everybody in the community, probably seen what's going on and seeing like, wow, okay, this is flourishing. This is blossoming into something that's real now. Caroline Worth, I don't see it being too expensive right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. For all the core line holders out there. Core line, I think, is a common, right? I don't see any in the market. I would say if you have a core line, be really observant in what the market is and try to sell for something high right away. Because I expect the prices to kind of dip as more and more people get their collectible. Wow. My bro-in-law sold his ultra rare steamboat for $4,800 a week ago and bought a Todd at $3,100. He was sweating at the time, looking good now. Wow, man. Shout out to you. Great move. Great move, brother-in-law. I missed today's drop. I completely missed today's drop. Yeah, great call. Kobe Clax, you get it, brother. You get it. Yep. Because like C-3PO it's Star Wars. Star Wars is gigantic. R2-D2 already ran up, so I think C-3PO is a big one right now. My delivery is still pending. When will I receive it? Hang in there, man. I know it's frustrating. I think everybody's having that difficult time right now. Ultra Rare 500 edition versus 300 edition. Wayne, what are you talking about there? I'm really confused on that. Yeah, that Mighty Jack's Eve is one I wish I had. I think that's going to do pretty well. I'm pretty sure the only people who can get that physical version are the people who own it. So, $900 for 500 edition, $950 for 300 edition. edition. Oh, you mean the I would just get an ultra rare I think either one of those. I would just go for the floor. $50 more for a solid mint number. I think just getting the floor is fine. Is the ultra rare up that high already? See, like, it's crazy. Captain America Ultra Rare was just $450 not long ago. So it's already at 100 is mind-blowing to me. Let's go. My collectibles, my man. Appreciate you big time for becoming a member. Let's go. My man, my man. What is VeVeVerse? So VeVeVerse is VeVe's metaverse. All these metaverses that are coming out soon are all going to be interoperable, I believe. So you have Sandbox Metaverse, you have Decentraland Metaverse, then you have VeVeVerse. You have Meta's Metaverse. VeVeVerse, I believe, is going to be like Disney World, just digitally. You're going to have, Disney World's attractions, roller coasters, the whole theme park, just in a digital version. Like, think about what just happened with the whole COVID and everything. People aren't traveling anymore. And if they are, there's restriction traveling. Disney lost out on tons of money the year of COVID hit, right? Because people couldn't go to their park. So they probably came up with a way and said, how are we going to be able to have people come to our park if this was to ever happen again? Boom. Fast forward a little bit. I don't know if it was planned or what, but VeVe happened. And I just imagine kids coming home from school, putting on their glasses and going to Disneyland digitally. Then you'll have all different, attractions there, probably like a Ghostbusters land, something for all the artists there. Like, it's just going to be a whole metaverse for VeVe. And I think Disney and all these studios are going to be helping VeVe create it in the most premium way, because Disney's a $300 billion brand. They're not going to want their IP NFTs, their collectibles, in something that's not the most premium metaverse. So if you've seen like Decentraland and Sandbox, they kind of look like Minecraft, like kid looking like aesthetics, right? I think VeVe is just going to be a premium version of that. So hopefully that makes sense. Live feeding. I own 100 Sandbox tokens. Solid. I think that's a pretty good one. Like, I think they'll probably last long term. I think there's going to be a bunch of metaverses that you can just hop to. Yeah, there's a lot of people, I think, that are still waiting. Yeah, so just be careful again, guys, trying to buy one. Obviously, the drop didn't go as planned today. It's definitely something that they're going to be working on, right? Things aren't perfect right now, but that's what's made VeVe so great, because things have never been absolutely perfect. They're willing to make changes. They're willing to adapt, make things right. So I think obviously things didn't go perfect today. Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking the comics will make a lot of us rich with the secret rares and low mint comic covers when more comic collectors come in. I agree, big time. That's why I just kind of had to hedge all my collectibles. My collectibles are going off, right? Like, I don't even need comics. But the comics have grown on me big time. You guys know I'm huge on the common low mints. There's a couple secret rares that I think will be big too. The Ultimate Fallout one, secret rare, I think that's going to be huge. It's already like 2K, but I think that's a good buy still. If I had 2K gems laying around, I would buy that one. But yeah, the comics are going to be big time. There's a couple low mints that I just got, the commons. Not just got, but like recently in the last few weeks. Lately, I wanted to hedge and just get some ultra rares, even a couple secret rares, because I think anything under $300 or around $300, secret rare with 600 editions, even if it's not the most popular one, people are going to want to show it off in their showroom. So I kind of got a couple that I'm not like huge collecting fans of, like the Sabretooth. I got the Ultra Rare Sabretooth just because I love the way that comic cover looks, and it was cheap. I got the secret rare Sabretooth because it was cheap, and I expect the comics to pump once we can put them in the showroom. So that's probably one that I would sell. I got the Darkhawk secret rare. The reason why I got this is because I just wanted a cheap secret rare, right? Something, because I think the comics are going to pump. I bought that one for $300, and then I saw the low edition one. I saw a 3-digit secret rare Darkhawk for $500. I was like, $200 more for a 3-digit secret rare. Boom, I bought it. So now I will try to sell that other secret rare Darkhawk, the high mint. But I think the secret rares are going to pump. once we can put them in the showrooms. All comics will. Ultra rare cap. I'm gonna see what the common FA cap is right now. Steve Rogers is 93. That should be over 100 soon. The Sam Wilson's 35. That could be a good buy too, because it's still FA cap. Secret Rare 7.8 dipped a little bit. Yeah, people will start taking little profits. It's about 10K though. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna post this on Twitter. Captain America. Let's go. Also, the reason why I got the Captain America back is because we're gonna have badges, right? So if I get every Captain America, I'm gonna have a Captain America badge. It's probably gonna be like a USA flag or something. It's always felt like that'd be pretty cool. Oh, did Jeremy? Yeah, I'm gonna see if Jeremy tweeted that Todd McFarlane out. I definitely got to check that. Oh my gosh, he did. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, I admit it. I own the number 100 Todd. No, actually, the number 100 Todd. Like the number 100. Wow. Jeremy, you boss. Jeremy is such a stud. Oh my gosh. What a good buy that was. He's so smart. So obviously you guys know. All right, that's so big for so many reasons. Wow. That's such a good mint number. I'm not shocked at all. I am shocked, but I'm not shocked. Number 100, Todd McFarlane Batman. He just got mint number 100. Wow. Speechless. I don't even know what to respond to that. That's crazy. That's amazing. I'm so happy he did that. That's such a good buy, too. Wow. That's amazing. I'm going to catch up on some of these comments. Sorry if I miss it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Common 97. That's huge. Wow. That's crazy. So that's why Todd is pumping again. Yeah. Wow. Ultra Rare Captain is pumping like crazy. So we've had a couple professional soccer players post about Captain America. So I think it's going to just keep going, I guess, at this point. Oh my gosh, man. Wow, number 50 secret rare. We've got 3 secret rares for today's drop, I think, in this chat. Let's go. You guys should all band together and put that price on. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, that's a big thing right there. You guys all have the secret rare. That's big. All low mint. I think all below 50. Or maybe it was like 54, 64, something like that. But I mean, a sub 100 secret rare is always big. I think if you list them, if it was me and I got a number 50 secret rare, that's an even number too. So it's going to be clean and even. Man, I would at least put that, like, see what the highest prices are for the market and just list them for that. You never know who's going to be interested in it. How much was number 100? I didn't buy the 100. So that's Jeremy Padawar. He's the one who bought the secret rare. I'm sorry, the number 100 Todd McFarlane Batman. Yeah, ultra rare 975. Whew, it's getting up there. Oh no, Randy. Randy killing the price of the secret rare cap. I'm sure it'll sell quick though once he lists it. Secret rare 230, solid. I saw number 100 for 8.3K. Wow, okay. That's actually a steal. Oh my gosh. RIP to that guy. See, this is the problem, ready? Todd was just 3K for a while, right? That guy who had number 100 probably listed Todd number 100 for like 8K when the price was 3K, thinking, it won't run up. That's why I've been so stressed, because price of Todd was like 5.9 for a while, right? And the lowest, like the 1K mint was like 7.5. So I was like, okay, I'll sell for like 7.2, buy back the floor 5.9, pocket the difference. But it's so stressful to do that with Todd because it takes off real quick. You're not there to see what's happening. Boom, yours could be the floor. So luckily I haven't had mine listed. Because like this, I could have had it listed before the stream. Stream comes on, I get distracted. Boom, I check and mine sells. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like things that happen quick. So hopefully it comes soon. I'm gonna sign off because I didn't think it was gonna last this long. But if you guys stay tuned, as soon as I find out when we're gonna be able to sell on YouTube, or as soon as we're able to sell on VeVe, I'll make a YouTube post about it so you guys are informed. In case you're on YouTube and you see the post, boom, you can check it out. But definitely keep checking the VeVe out whenever. I'm gonna try to keep checking it for you guys so I can make a post as soon as it happens. So stay tuned, everybody. I'm gonna be signing off. Great live stream today. I mean, crazy things happen. The market's exploding right now. Definitely just keep an eye on the market. See what's going on. I don't know if this is a sustainable pump or not. I expect it probably is, honestly. I don't see it really stopping at this point until huge announcement comes. And even then, maybe just a temporary pause of things. I think just too many people are finding out about VeVe right now. Shout out to the NBA players that were in the AMA last night. I think things are just getting started. I think everything on the VeVe app will have its time to shine. It's just a matter of, when. Hashtag when, right? But appreciate you guys big time. Sorry about the mishap last night, AMA. Forgot to sign off the live stream. Won't be making that mistake today. Was too excited. Got my Todd McFarlane Batman up there. First ever comic book. Appreciate you guys for tuning in the whole time. Again, stay tuned. I'll make a post on YouTube soon. But I'm going to be signing out. Thank you guys so much for the super chats, the memberships. You guys are amazing. I'm signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.